Welcome back with us. Let's get you updated on this morning's breaking story where crews are wrapping up after putting out a fire at the Pine Glen Apartments. It's on Indy's near South Side. We've at the scene since about 4 this morning. We've learned that a 70-year-old man was hurt, but he is expected to be okay.
Yeah, our Matthew Foltz gave us that information. He's live at the scene right now. And Matthew, you have more on it. What started the fire?
Yeah, that's right. I have more on what started the fire. I'll get to that in a second, but I just want to give you an update to how the scene is so far. You know, fire officials have wrapped up their investigation here. However, within the last 30 minutes or so, Red Cross and Indianapolis EMS have arrived here on scene to help those nearly 24 people that have been displaced from this fire. Now, take a look at some of this video we shot shortly after this fire began just before 4 a.m. this morning. You can see fire. It was a very chaotic scene, and fire officials tell us that, as you mentioned at the top of the hour, that a 70-year-old man was transported. However, 24 people were displaced and about 4 apartment units were impacted here at the Pine Glen Apartments on Indy's southeast side. Now, we're told by fire officials that this fire actually started inside the unit of that 70-year-old. We're told that he was sitting in his chair when a candle fell on the blanket that was on that chair, and he tried to put it out and sustained minor injuries. However, he was still transported to a nearby hospital. And again, it was a very chaotic scene. We actually spoke with one woman who didn't want to show her face or identity, who explained to us what exactly happened after those moments when this fire initially happened. Take a listen.
We were awakened by screaming from my neighbor, and we went out to see what happened. And there was fire coming out of the kitchen window and upstairs, and it was pretty bad. And my next door upstairs neighbor, he actually went in the building to see if anyone was in the building, and everybody just pretty much got each other out until the police and the fire department got here.
Now, as you just heard there, it seems like it was a big team effort from neighbors to, help those impacted. Meanwhile, what you're seeing right here on your screen is a live look at the Red Cross. As I mentioned, they're out here assisting those folks that have been displaced. It looks like they have blankets and coverings for those folks. And again, just to wrap things up, we know 1 man was transported. Nearly 24 people were now without a place to call home. However, the good news this morning is no one was seriously hurt. And again, we'll bring you any more updates that we do get as soon as we get them on air and online at WTHR.com.